Good afternoon, everyone. It's Robert from On My Turntable. Hope you're having a great day today. It is Wednesday afternoon. Finally done work. There was a package waiting for me when I got home. Plus, I want to show some recent finds that I've picked up. Some really good ones. Glad to find these ones. Before we get into everything, though, please hit the like and subscribe button below. Thank you to all that have liked and subscribed so far. I greatly appreciate it. I want to continue to put great content out there to be informative and to show you guys some great bands and artists that I have in my collection. It's because of you guys, your likes, your subscriptions, your wonderful, wonderful comments that keep me going, keep me motivated to do this kind of thing, and I love it and I love you all. Thank you so much. So this was waiting for me. Unfortunately, the delivery company called me at work and said, I have a package for you and it's too big for your mailbox. Where do you want it? So I told them where to hide it. And that was very nice of them. They don't always call. So I'm glad that they called, because this was like 10:30 in the morning. I wasn't done work till 3 and wouldn't have been home till after 3. So, but here it is here. Still sealed. Haven't opened. I'm assuming it's what I think it is. But we'll open it up here. There's usually a perforated thing here. There we go. Okay, you're gonna give me grief. Let's see if I can get it out without. There we go. Okay. So here it is here. The Yardbirds, the great Yardbirds. This is Roger the Engineer on Demon Records. 180 gram heavyweight vinyl. It was in 1966. Happenings 10 years time ago, and Psycho Daisies. Roger the Engineer. I love that cover. Yeah, they also have Over Under Sideways Down on this one, their big hit. So happy to have that one. And show you what the vinyl's like. Nice white sleeve, nice white label. Beautiful black vinyl. The only UK release of this album, and the only and the third US release. It's in mono. It's also the only one that's completely Jeff Beck, which is cool. And yeah. It was the Over Under Sideways Down was actually released as a single 2 months before this album was released. So happy to have that. You've got Lost Woman, Over Under Sideways Down, The Nazar Blue, I Can't Make Your Way, Rack My Mind, Farewell, Hot House of Oman Garesh Arishad, that's a long word, Jeff Boogie, He's Always There, Turn Into Earth, What Do You Want, Ever Since the World Began, Happenings 10 years time ago, and Psycho Daisies. Cool stuff. Yardbirds, Roger the Engineer. I need to get more Yardbirds. I just have a Narnum release of the Yardbirds, kind of a compilation album. So happy to have this one in my collection. Next. These are ones I've recently picked up. I found another great copy of Ghost. And if you look behind me, I've got a copy over here and one over here. Great, awesome Swedish heavy metal band. I call them more glam rock than I do heavy metal or thrash metal. This is, again, my third Ghost album. Prequel, it's called. It's the fourth album by the band. And one of the most commercially successful albums as well. on black vinyl. Comes with the inner sleeve as well. New, this thing would go for 80 bucks. It's got a tiny rip in the sleeve, which I'm not going to shed tears over. But that's what that's a persona on stage. It's a, is there not something else in here? No, it's just not. These guys are really, really good. Full of medieval themes and the Black Death theme as well. These guys portray themselves as kind of an antichrist band. So if you listen to their music, it's very melodic, very... It's almost, you'd almost think it was a Christian type of band, but once you dig into the lyrics, you hear something different for sure. But really happy to find this one. This one's almost brand new. And Ghost prequel. I also have, as I said, Meliora, sorry, which is this one, I believe. Meliora. And Infest Isuman, this one here. All three Grammy-winning albums. So these guys are really good. Grammy-winning for best heavy metal bands. So my Ghost collection is growing, which is cool. Happy to find this one. This was a great find. This is Steppenwolf 7. I don't know why they call it 7, because it's actually their 4th studio album. Sorry, their 5th studio album by the Canadian-American band. Definitely hard rock band. John Kay is Canadian. The rest of the band American, of course. Or some of them are Canadian, perhaps. But vinyl and the cover are both in great shape. It's a gatefold as well. This is it's on the Dunhill label. I've got to get more inner sleeves. That's why I don't have different inner sleeves. This one was surprising. Wasn't a commercial. There wasn't big singles on this one, but some of the songs reminded me of the Allman Brothers. Great boogie rock, great, I don't know, it's got that Allman style with piano and keyboards, and of course great lead work. John Kay's voice, of course, is remarkable. Yeah, it's a really good album. It's really, I'm so happy to find this one. Steppenwolf 7. Really great stuff. This was a gem as well. Never knew these guys, but you know, when you find something and it turns out to be a real gem of something that you found, this is it. It could go two ways. It could either be a bust or it could be a great album. And I found a band called the Waterboys. This is a Pagan Place. It's on Island label. Again, beautiful shape. The Waterboys are a Scottish, Irish, quite the combination, folk rock band. Post-punk, alternative rock, Celtic folk. Again, surprisingly, a great album. It's when you hear Celtic, you think it's going to be a lot of fiddle. It's not. It's great U2-ish type of music. Singer's a great vocalist as well, and yeah, great find, the Waterboys. I'm gonna pick up more of their stuff for sure. This is my 3rd album by these guys. This is the Great Crocus, One Vice at a Time. It's on the Arista label. Again, All these albums are in really super great shape. Crocus, of course, heavy metal band from Switzerland. Got a lot of European bands this time. Hard rock, glam rock, prog rock as well. One Vice at a Time is their 6th studio album, released in '82. Heavily influenced by AC/DC. And they do a great cover of American Woman by the Guess Who. Their previous albums, they do a great cover of BTO's Stayed Awake All Night. One of the BTO's heavier tracks, and they do a great version. And they do a fantastic version of American Woman on this one as well. So it's kind of cool. This one's a little outside of my wheelhouse, I guess is what you say. But it's still a cool album at the same time. This is New Riders of the Purple Sage, simply titled New Riders. This is Panama Red, or The Adventures of Panama Red. This is a gatefold. Again, the vinyls and cover are both in great shape. Kind of a alternative country rock band from San Francisco. The original lineup featured some of the members of the Grateful Dead, which is kind of cool. That's what intrigued me to get this. Again, it's a little different from what all the other hard rock stuff I just showed you, but it's still cool at the same time. 1973 release, 4th studio album, and one of their best albums, of course. And as I said, a great departure from the rest of what I just picked up. But cool stuff. Cool stuff. Yeah, some country stuff for sure. And I can hear some Grateful Dead stuff in there. Not that it's completely like Grateful Dead, but you can definitely hear some influences in there. But again, beautiful shaped cover, beautiful album, and just need a good clean. Just need a good cleaning. And found a couple of gems as well. This is Slade, the great English rock band, glam rock, very successful band as well, and definitely have to add more of these to my collection. There's a bit of ring wear on this cover, but the vinyl itself is in great shape. This is Old, New, Borrowed, and Blue by the great band Slade. It's on the Polydor label. Very, very popular band. They've sold over 50 million albums worldwide, so there's no slouch at all. 1974 released the 4th album by the band, where they started to break away a bit from their traditional sound. Some piano entries, a little lighter sound than their heavier stuff, but overall a great album. I mean, great vocals, great guitar playing on this one. And again, a little bit of rare up there, but you don't listen to the cover. And one more from Slade, and this was the first song just killed me, because it's a cover song of one of my favorite bands. And again, I got to get more inner sleeves. It's on the Polydor label again. This is Slade Alive. The only thing I don't like about this is it's a single album. I wish it was a double album. They talk to the crowd. They're immersed in the crowd. They get the crowd going. There's 3 original songs on this one, and covers by 10 Years After. Hear Me Calling. That's the first track, and when you hear that, I automatically thought it was 10 Years After. That's how close to the original it was. It was just so good. They do covers by The Lovin' Spoonful and Steppenwolf as well. The band Kiss were heavily influenced by Slade, and where they called their album Alive, well, they pay homage to Slade's Alive, which is kind of cool. I didn't know that. Didn't realize that. But it's really, really cool. Again, I love the cover of Hear Me Callin' by 10 Years After. And they do a great cover of Born to Be Wild by Steppenwolf on this one as well. And again, my only complaint that it's a single album. A little bit of wear. But great, great sounding album. Great rock album. Considered by many one of the great live albums out there. But what a great band. So there you have it, guys. Some great finds. Love the new album that I got by the Yardbirds. Really ready to spin this one for sure. Especially with Jeff Beck at the helm. I loved the Clapton era. I loved the Page era as well. But this is unique. Yeah, really happy to have that one. So there you have it, guys. There's some great finds to add to my ever-growing collection. Thank you so much for everything, all your wonderful, wonderful comments. Thank you so much for supporting me and being there for me. It means a lot. And a lot of these comments are not just little great job. They're lengthy comments, and I appreciate every one of them. So thank you all. Have yourself a wonderful rest of the day, and take care. Bye now.